Take your time getting comfortable in a seated position. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Sit tall in your seat without strain. Let your eyes be softly closed without squeezing. Let your breath be deep without force. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, imagine you are blowing out of a straw. Gently elongating the exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, blowing the breath out the mouth like a straw. And do that 3 more times. Feel your body settling and calming as you exhale. Feel your body straighten, your posture grow taller as you inhale. Close your mouth and breathe through the nose. Ask yourself why you want to practice today. What's your intention for being here? Let that be your guide as you practice. Your why. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, bring your chin to the chest. Keep your chin there. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring your chin to neutral, parallel to the mat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring your ear towards the shoulder. Keep the shoulders relaxed, not lifting the shoulders to meet the ear. Take another breath. Inhale, head to center. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the other ear towards the other shoulder. Relax. Breathe in and out. Inhale, head to neutral. Exhale fully. Inhale. And exhale, drop your head back. Inhale here. Exhale fully through the nose. Inhale, bring your head to center, and we'll do all of those one more time. As you exhale, lower your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale. Exhale, drop the head back. Inhale, bring your head to center. Interlace your fingers. Reach your hands up. Start to move in the shoulders. Other way. Bring your hands behind your head. Push your head into your hands. Start to round, bringing your elbows forward, pushing your ribs back. Feel a stretch in the upper back and the neck. Come to center. Take your hands, keep them interlaced, place them under the chin, and press your chin down and press your hands, your knuckles up. Find that equal force here. Feel your tailbone reaching down and the crown of your head reaching up. Release. Bring your fingertips to the mat. Straighten your spine. Pull your ribs in. Keep the shoulders moving down. And bring one ear towards the shoulder. The opposite hand can walk forward or back to change a little bit of the stretch that you're feeling in the neck. Come to center. Over to the other side. Opposite hand can move to change the stretch. Head to neutral. Come onto your hands and your knees. Tuck your toes under and sit back onto your heels. Pull your low ribs in and your tailbone reaches down and the head over the shoulders, over the hips. Reach your arms up and take hold of the elbows. Lean to the right. One more breath. Just center over to the other side. Come to center and release your hands down and release the feet. Either tap your feet, tap the tops of the feet to release the toes, or you can sit back onto the heels and lift one knee at a time or lift both knees at the same time. Safe bend in the knees, big stretch in the ankles. Release, bring your hands forward of the shoulders, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips. Spread your fingers, relax the head, stretch the shoulders. Keeping the right toes on the mat, bend the right knee towards you and press the left heel back. And switch. Press the right heel back away from you. Press the hands like you're pushing your mat forward and bend the left knee towards your chest. Release both heels. Not all the way to the mat necessarily, but stretch the calves. Press into your hands to stretch your shoulders. Stretch the spine. Allow your lungs and your belly to fully inflate on your inhales and fully exhale, breathing all the breath out. Walk your hands back to your feet. Separate your feet. Come into a squat malasana. The heels can be down or lifted, but try and sink back a little bit and lift and open your chest. Lift the arches of your feet. Remember your intention, your why for being here. Nice. Release your hands and lift your hips. Keep your feet wide, or you can walk them under the hips or all the way together. Float your chest up, interlace your fingers, and fold forward. Stretch your shoulders. Bend your knees a little bit or a lot to focus on the shoulders. Relax your head. Breathe deeply through your nose. Breathe so deeply that your belly on the inhale touches your thighs. Release your hands. Sweep them on the floor. Come into half chair pose. Keep the belly touching the thigh. Try and bend your knees deep. Not letting the hips sink down, but keep the thighs more or less parallel to the mat. Spread your toes. Push into the feet evenly. Come all the way to standing. Lift up. Lift your heels. Come onto the tippy toes. Look down, forward, or up. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Breathing in, if it feels good, move your head back and look up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward with the knees soft. Keep your right hand on the mat, fingertips on the mat. Left hand to the low back. Bend the right knee and open your chest towards the left. Hand can be on the low back or it can be reaching up towards the ceiling. Feel this in the left outer hip. Inhale. Exhale, release. Put your left hand where your right hand was. Right hand comes to the low back. Left knee bends forward. Start to twist your spine to the side. Release. Come with your feet together into a squat. Keep your toes on the mat. Keep your knees squeezing together and lift your chest. Squeezing the heels together, the big toes, the knees. Your legs are squeezing in towards the midline. You can push into your legs to straighten your spine a little bit more. Hands come to your heart. Come all the way to standing. Stay on your tippy toes. Squeeze the legs together. Reach up. Maybe move your head back and move your gaze up. Then drop your heels and bow forward. Flatten your back. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. Walk yourself forward. Come into plank pose or tabletop. Pull the low ribs in either plank or table. Keeping a long spine and even breath. Come to your belly. Lowering knees or lowering like a push-up. Come into cobra. Roll the shoulders away from your ears and back like the shoulder blades are coming together. Look over the left shoulder. Look over the right shoulder. Look forward. Lower down. Come into downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, lift onto your tippy toes. Lower your heels over to the right and push more into the left hand. Lift your heels up and over to the left. Drop your heels to the left and push into the right hand. Come to center, lift your heels, push the heels back. Step your right foot forward, lower the left knee. Come into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Deep stretch into the left hip, arms forward, left arm over the right. Hold onto the shoulders and pull them down, or you can come into eagle arms. Extend your arms up, release. Bring your hands down, come into half splits. Straighten the right leg. Turn your toes up towards the ceiling. Walk your hands wherever they feel supportive. So the knee can be bent so the hands can be on the ground, or the leg can be straight. You can walk your hands forward and fold forward. Listen to the hamstring, what it's telling you. Send your hips back and apart. Bend into your front knee. Hands down. Step to plank pose or tabletop. Lower to your belly or to chaturanga. Inhale into cobra. And exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. As you exhale, bring the left foot forward. Right knee comes to the mat. Low lunge. Arms extend forward. Right arm comes over the left. Hold the shoulders or interlace the arms. Space between the shoulder blades. Head neutral. Release your arms, extend them up. Bring your hands down, come into half splits. Hands supportive. Imagine that you're sending the hips back, blooming the butt back, curling your left toes towards you. Bring the left foot to the mat, hands down, and step your right foot forward. Walk your feet together, come into the squat, stretch your toes, bend the knees deeply. Come all the way to standing, staying on your tippy toes. Reach your arms up. Pick a gazing point down, forward, up. Bring your heels down. Hands to heart. Bring your hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers. Open your chest. Bring your hands into the left hip. Bring your left ear towards the left shoulder. Head up. Arms extend back, then come into the right hip, right ear towards the right shoulder. Head to neutral, extend the arms back, bend the knees, come into half chair pose, and try and lift your hands up. So keep the legs squeezing together, the belly on the thighs. You can look down, extend your arms up. Take a breath in here. And exhale, fold. Sweep your hands forward. Come into chair pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, come all the way up to standing. Hands to the hips. Left knee comes up. Foot flexed. Take your peace fingers around the left big toe and stay here. Come into 90 degrees with the knee or extend it forward. Not judging my dirty feet, but being in your practice. Ribs in, pushing into the standing leg, pushing the crown of the head up. Bring your hands to your hips and push your foot forward. Take a breath in, out. Spread your toes, breathe in, and exhale, release. Come to the other side. Bring the right knee up, foot flexed. Take your peace fingers around the big toe. Stay here, or push the heel forward. Draw your shoulder blade back, your right shoulder back. Pushing your left foot into the mat, the crown up. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a breath in, out. Spread your toes, breathe in. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, step the right foot back into a high lunge. Arms up. Bring your hands forward. Bring your right hand over the left. Come into eagle arms. Lean forward. Come off the back leg. Either cross like a figure four or come into full eagle pose. Stay here. If you'd like to challenge the posture more, come onto the right tippy toes. Unwind your legs, step the right foot back. Take a deep breath in, extend your arms up, and step or flow into downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, step the right foot forward and come into a high lunge. Other side. Bring your arms up. Bring them forward. Take your left arm over the right. Come into the shoulder grab or your eagle arms and lean forward. Come off your back leg. Bring it up. Figure four or cross steeply. Maybe double wrap. Sit back. Head over your shoulders, over your hips. Maybe coming onto the left tippy toes. Or falling. Unwind the leg. Step the left foot back. Unwind your arms. Come into a high lunge. Bring the hands down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Knees come down, come into a child's pose or headstand. So yogi's choice of taking a rest or coming onto the top of the head underneath the shoulders, underneath the hips, underneath the heels. Take 2 more breaths. Lower down. Come into child's pose or sit onto the heels. Modified hero's pose. Into your breath. Sit to one side. Extend your legs forward. Start to have your fingers facing forward, but walk your hands back. Walk your hands back as far as they go. And bend your elbows. Go deep into the fronts of the shoulders. Chin towards the chest to keep the head safe. We're breathing into kind of this front crease of the shoulders. Take 5 breaths. Slowly press yourself out. Bring your arms around you. Hug. Bring your right leg over the left thigh and interlace your fingers with your toes. This might be awkward. You might have to stretch the toes out and try and get your fingers all the way to the base of the toe. You can move your ankle around here. You can massage the foot with your thumb. Take a couple breaths. Your toes, a little bit of therapy. Release. Extend that leg. Cross your left leg over the right thigh. Do the same thing. Interlace your toes and your fingers. Go in deep. You can move the ankle around. You can use your thumb and find some tender points in the foot to press into. Head and release. Extend the left leg. Make your knees soft. Take your hands to the kneecaps and give them some circles in both directions. Gently move the kneecaps around. Close your eyes. Go internal here. Be nice and tender with the knees. Take behind the knees. Bend the knees. Bring your feet together and your knees apart. Come into butterfly, either staying up or fold forward. Spine long, hips open, heels in the groin, maybe in the low back if you're folding forward. Upright. Close the knees. Extend the legs. Roll onto your back. Tense your whole body. Squeeze all the muscles in your body simultaneously. Breathe in and hold your breath. And then release your breath and release your whole body. Do that one more time. Breathe in, and as you do so, start to squeeze, engage every muscle that you can. Your calves, your thighs, your butt, your fists, muscles in your face. Hold your breath in. Exhale, release everything. Come into Shavasana. Move your head. Move your shoulders. Move your knees. And move your toes. Stretch out your whole body and take a deep breath in and out. In, stretch out in all directions. And out, hug your knees in. Rock to the side or rock up to seated. Sit up tall. Smile, bow to your heart center. Stay here a moment longer. Namaste.